All right, we're ready to go.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
So
lead us in.
My
Lead us in,
computer
our
was
fearless
sabotaged
leader.
once again. And
By
we were
who?
saying it was probably a government agent trying not to let the weird news out or the alien news.
Well, you have more alien news then.
I don't today, but that was very revealing last time.
It is.
Anyway, we're back. We're back with more weird news. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it, okay? Because Kyle is tired of waiting. He is just so eager to get into this.
I'm tired of waiting. I've waited now over an hour, or just about an hour.
You're like, please entertain me already. I need the weird news. Okay, here we go. Los Angeles Air Traffic Control warns Jetpack guy is back.
Jetpack guy? Is he a superhero or is he a bad guy? He's being warned.
The FBI is investigating reports of a possible jetpack man in sight 15 miles east of LAX at 5,000 feet altitude on Wednesday. So, the FBI is investigating what one commercial airline pilot said might have been an airborne person with a jetpack high in the busy skies near LA International Airport.
Wow. Those are the words he used. This guy is high in the busy sky.
And he was intentionally rhyming.
Yeah. We need to get him down or he might die. My oh my.
The Los Angeles Times reported that the Boeing 747 pilot radioed to report a possible jetpack man in sight. Yes, we already read that. The pilot spotted an object that might have resembled a jetpack 15 miles east of LAX at 5,000 feet altitude. Quote, out of an abundance of caution, air traffic controllers alerted other pilots in the vicinity. Use caution, the jetpack guy is back, said one air traffic alert.
It's like this has happened on multiple occasions. He's back.
Ooh, somebody said, one air traffic controller asked a pilot, did you see a UFO? We were looking, but we did not see Iron Man, the pilot responded.
What? So he didn't answer the question.
The FBI is working with the FAA to investigate the report. FBI spokesperson Laura I. Miller told The Times in an email. The agency has already looked into 3 other possible jetpacks in the sky above Los Angeles and has not been able to validate any of the reports. There we go. There we go, man.
So wait, you think those are aliens?
They could be aliens. Who else would be doing that? Some guy.
Guys, jetpacks.
The aliens, they're testing their technology in the middle of bright daylight.
In LA. Like, not covert at all.
I'd like to try a jetpack. That'd be cool.
You would? You wouldn't be
Yeah.
scared? What if it malfunctioned while you were on it or using it?
I
And
mean,
it broke. What do you?
I would hope it was
with it?
thoroughly tested before I use it.
No. You have to go out there at 5,000 feet and try it.
I'm sure Elon Musk has it in the pipeline, so we'll just wait until he releases it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, on to the next one. An NBA coach punished his team because one player had an Android phone and it messed up a group chat.
What? What team was this?
Jason Kidd reportedly punished the Milwaukee Bucks team over a group chat issue in 2014, so this was a while ago.
Yeah.
A center Thon Maker had an Android while the other players had iPhones, causing a group chat error. Kidd made the entire team run sprints, saying Maker's Android was an example of not being united.
What? This is so stupid.
That definitely caught my eye. I mean,
like, does he actually think that he can, I guess, dictate every detail of these people's lives? Jason Kidd, get a break.
Dallas Mavericks head coach
clue.
Jason Kidd won't tolerate Android users on his team.
Wow.
So,
You
That's
should join
about
the
it.
team and use an Android just to spite him.
I used to have an Android for the longest time.
Yeah, I know. It was the most annoying because all of your messages would be green.
Well, I was just rebelling against conformity.
Yeah, and you were making us all run sprints. Yep.
Fader writes that Kidd was a strict, hard-nosed coach with the Bucks from 2014 to 2018 and brought an interesting coaching tactic that punished the rest of a team for a single player's mistake. If a player slipped up during practice, then Kidd would make every other player run sprints while the player who made the mistake had to watch from the sideline. That's like an army kind of thing, I feel like.
Yeah. Wow.
At one point, center Thon Maker didn't have an iPhone, messing up the team's Blue Bubble iPhone group chat. Kidd was upset about it and made the team run.
That's
because,
so stupid.
I mean, that's about it for that article.
Wow. It's just, you're going to get a new phone or you're going to run.
And I like being in group chats that has an Android in it and liking the...
That's the most annoying thing. So you do it on purpose.
I do it on purpose.
That's so... Oh, I hate it.
Because it gives an extra notification that it's like
Yes.
so-and-so liked whoever's message.
Yes, and then it sends a... Yeah. That's so annoying.
I like to see the world burn, okay?
So you do it on purpose. Now I know. I should make you run sprints.
You'll never get me to do that. All right, on to the next one.
Okay.
Nigerian student shocked to see friend's body in anatomy class.
Wow. This isn't... I mean, it's weird, but like...
This is pretty strange.
That's kind of dark.
It is, yeah.
That's kind of dark. Like, okay. Go on with the story.
This is like that one where the guy lost his legs or something. I forgot what it was about.
Wait, he lost his legs?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of dark. I forgot what it was about, though.
I remember you saying that there was one that was dark but funny with how it was presented.
I can't remember what it was about.
It was like the... Alright, we'll just have to keep thinking on it.
Medical student Enya Egby fled his anatomy class crying after being disturbed by the corpse he was asked to work on. This was not the squeamish response of a naive young man. The 26-year-old still vividly recalls that Thursday afternoon 7 years ago at Nigeria's University of Calabar, converging with fellow students around 3 tables with a cadaver laid out on each. Minutes later, he screamed and ran. The body his group had been about to dissect was that of Divine, his friend of more than 7 years ago. Oh, no, his friend of more than 7 years.
Friend is dead. His friend's been dead for 7 years.
It isn't funny.
His friend's been dead for 7 years, and yet he is just now getting operated on. Everything's still fresh.
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing because I messed up and said 7 years
Right.
ago. But
Right. Friend of more than 7 years ago. He gave him 7 years of his life.
He did. We used to go clubbing together, he told me. There were 2 bullet holes on the right side of his chest. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah. So most of the cadavers we used in school had bullets in them. I felt so bad when I realized that some of the people may not be real criminals. She added that early one morning she had seen a police van loaded with bloodied bodies at their medical school, which had a mortuary attached to it. So, yeah, Mr. Egby sent a message to Divine's family, who, it turned out, had been going to different police stations in search of their relative after he and 3 friends were arrested by security agents on their way back from a night out. It was pretty dark, man. The family didn't even know about it. The family eventually managed to reclaim his body. Mr. Egby's shocking discovery highlighted both the lack of corpses available in Nigeria for medical students and what can happen to victims of police violence. So, I mean, it's a bit informative, I guess.
I guess. It's just a bit... That was a heavy article.
What would you do if you saw my body out of nowhere on the table if you were dissecting things?
I'd be like, finally, let's fix him up.
He got what he deserved.
No, that'd be crazy. I don't know what I would do.
No, I mean, I would probably do the same thing. He ran off screaming.
Ah!
It's not funny, okay?
No, it's not. But you gotta make it somehow not super dark and.
Stop making jokes. All right, this isn't a comedy show.
Yeah, it's a weird show.
Goose flying upside down is simply showing off, says experts.
Is simply showing off. Hey guys, look what I can do. And he flips midair. What?
That was a quick change.
What a huge shift in gears. First of all. Second of all, how do these animal people know what the intent of the animals is? It's impossible to know.
Okay. A dark gray-brown bean goose flying upside down was snapped by an amateur photographer near the Dutch town of Arnhem. The maneuver, called whiffling, is when geese roll their body upside down and twist their neck and head 180 degrees around to its normal position. This aerial acrobatic resembles a falling leaf and may be used to avoid avian predators or a long, slow descent over an area where hunters for sport or food are present. The behavior is also seen in several species. It names a bunch of other stuff. Okay, but why is it showing up?
Right. That's what I'd like to know.
He got thousands of messages and comments from people around the world asking for information about the goose flying upside down. So the photographer shared the photo on his Facebook page for bird lovers and caught the attention of academics and more than 10,000 followers. There was even a professor from Istanbul who edited my photo with arrows to teach his students about aerodynamics. I always say that to find a bird and photograph it in a special way is incredibly satisfying and relaxing. Relaxing.
Nice. Relasking. I'm once again lasking.
But this particular shot was especially challenging. The weather was bad, so I put on my waterproofs and sat with my back against a tree looking over a lake. It was then that he saw 3 geese and noticed that one of them was behaving strangely.
He's showing off.
I saw that one of the 3 had trouble flying in a straight line. He was having a hard time, which I thought was because of the wind. He seemed to be struggling, so I took some pictures of him. He didn't think much more about it until he developed the pictures. He immediately realized that he had captured something special. But at the same time, he was afraid no one would believe him. No one will believe
This is
you.
insane. Nobody's gonna believe this. I have to get this to the newspaper.
He was accused of posting a fake picture, even though upside down flying is actually something that is known to occur.
Wow. So people were like, wow, this guy's faking it. He photoshopped one of those 3 geese to fly upside down.
So, a wildlife photographer and conservation science communicator for Bird Protection Netherlands said the image might just reflect a goose that's learning new tricks. Once young geese have mastered flying, they start to see what is possible and how far they can go. But he also said that it could just as easily be that they do it to brag to their peers, like, look at me.
Like the other geese even care?
You wish you could do this.
Oh my gosh. There's no way.
In some ways, it sounds like the best-selling book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, whose title character strives to set himself apart by flying differently from his peers, which results in him being outlawed but eventually becoming a revered and inspirational leader for his flock. Okay, tangent.
Wow.
That's about it, but the headline got me.
The headline is always the culprits. Always the culprits.
So that's about
Wow.
it for the weird news, but I had something else that I think would be funny to do.
Okay.
So you showed me one of those things where like an AI made the Batman comic. You know, like it took a bunch of
Oh,
stories
yeah.
and mixed it together.
Yeah.
So I found a site that can do that. And I was thinking either we make up like a couple sentences and see what it says, or
Okay.
we put like one of the weird news headlines in there and see what it comes up with. So which one do you want to do first?
Let's do the weird news headlines.
Okay. So let's do the goose one. What was it? Okay. Goose flying upside down is simply showing off. A goose flying upside down is simply showing off. Is that all I'm giving it?
I guess. I don't know. I forgot about this. I'm trying to remember how the whole Batman thing went.
It was like some meme or something, but
Did I send it to you on Facebook?
oh, I don't know. But there's a bunch of these kinds of sites.
Okay. So I just want to try to find it.
All right, well, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
A goose flying upside down is simply showing off. But if you pay close attention, you'll notice this isn't something new. In fact, if you take a closer look, you'll see there's a trick to seeing it first. This goose has wings spread wide so that it's upside down.
Oh.
If you could fly upside down like a goose, you would probably go directly into a hole.
Into a hole?
Instead of flying straight through the hole, the goose appears to be walking backwards because it's using its wings to hold its head upside down. And walk
Can you
backwards.
imagine this happening? He's walking backwards. I don't know if that's out of a hole, but his head. He's
Wait.
using his wings to hold his head upside down, but not the rest of him.
It's not over. The secret is right in front of you, but you'll have to do some practice to find it.
You have to practice once. You have to do some practice.
That was great. It's surprisingly easy once you see it.
Did you see the secret? This isn't even the secret if it's that easy to decipher.
Oh my god, that was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Oh gosh.
Alright, should we do another headline or should we make up our own?
Oh man. I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, that was pretty great though.
That was.
Oh my god, how do I restart it?
The secret is right in front of you, but you have to practice first.
Okay,
Oh.
Kyle and Danny host the best podcast in the world. They talk about weird news. Okay, so here we go. You ready?
All right. Yep.
Once they talked about the magic talking cactus, which sounded weird, but basically sounded like a talking cactus.
What?
Oh my god.
So it sounded weird, but then it just sounded like I'm talking. Like, oh, that sounds just like your normal talking cactus.
Just had a
Not
funny
that-
accent or something.
Oh.
So that is until Danny started narrating the background information of the cactus, and suddenly this thing was so terrifying that you would only ever interact with it.
You'd only ever what?
That you would only ever interact with it when you have the radio on to avoid your own nightmares.
You have the radio on to avoid nightmares.
Really, we just think it sounds weird. It's like finding out the back of your car was full of mannequin hands. Or worse. Confronting your doppelganger in the mirror.
So you... What? Oh!
That's what podcasts are like for us. Podcasts can turn a mundane experience into a mystical mystery. The best podcasts evoke an emotion, whether it's anger, joy, or fear. People are really scared of our podcast.
So on the edge of their seats.
Okay. The most innovative thing that Podcast One has done in recent years was launching the Rap News King podcast. It's a basketball podcast, but it also has great stories from the world of rap, from rappers to NBA players, and we love it. We talk about rap all the time, but not always that in depth. We're like promoting this thing.
We're responding to like some questions from the media. Some journalist is asking, so, do you guys like rap? Well, we talk about it, but we're not that involved.
That's where Rap News King gets really interesting. This podcast is like a meaty episode of Between Two Ferns with Drake. Rap News King takes questions from fans and uses NBA players as writers. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
All
This
right.
thing went so in depth. Like,
It went on the tangent. The first part was pretty crazy, but then it went on this podcast rant.
like a talking cactus. But then it just sounds like a talking cactus. Oh man, that was good.
Hey, one more. Let's do the jetpack guy.
This is gonna be. This is gonna be
doozy.
ridiculous. I think it'll be a doozy.
How do I get back to that? Okay, got it.
What site is this?
It's called app.inferkit.com. So, it's just basically like text transformer, I think it's called, or something. But here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Los Angeles Air Traffic Control warns Jetpack guy is back. Los Angeles, CBSLA.com. A new video surfaced on YouTube Tuesday showing the moment a jetpack wearing Daredevil lost his balance, was about to plummet to the ground, but a local air traffic controller appears to have a last-minute solution. So, yeah.
It feels like it's like taking what it finds on the web. Because like the air traffic controller or whatever is seeing this, but it has a last. Oh my gosh.
That's basically what it's doing, yeah. SoCal internet users were eager to share the clip, which showed jetpack hiker Igor Postnov performing a stunt around 3 stories up using a 50-foot tower near an LA County arboretum in Arcadia. Postnov could be seen having trouble making it through the gap between 2 terraced walls before hitting a series of pylons and popping open a parachute.
Did they say terrorist walls?
No, 2 terraced walls.
Oh.
LA County Fire initially responded to the incident, but he was unhurt and does not know why he did not make it to the other side. Postnoff released a video in November showing him ascending 40 stories.
What? This isn't even funny.
I know, it's just like random. All right, there was one more. Give me something to write here. Give me something to put down.
Just,
Elon Musk has come out and said that aliens are not uncomfortable.
Sure.
They are not weird aliens.
They are not weird aliens.
Anything else to add before I generate it?
No, let's go with that.
All right, last one. They are peaceful and they want to help us. I'm assuming Elon Musk is saying this. And there is a wormhole and we could all fly in it.
Okay.
And while we do not think of ourselves as part of the family of planets, the solar system, or of any other large group of planets, we do think of ourselves as part of a collection of intelligences, among which we are the biggest. Well, that may
Oh.
seem like a meaningless distinction. It definitely does. The difference between the largest group of intelligent beings and the biggest group of organisms is not trivial. The Bible even tells us that there are a number of unseen powers and forces in the universe that cannot be explained by any other way of understanding the world. According to the modern evolutionary paradigm, this means that there are also no aliens. Everything is the product of a relatively small number of intelligent intelligences.
What? So wait a second. That the aliens are there and there's a wormhole we can all fly through, but there's only one thing we can deduce is that there are no aliens.
In fact, recent scientific discoveries suggest that there might be only one intelligent life form in our entire galaxy.
Oh, among the group? This thing's it's contradicting itself every other line.
We are still waiting for any reasonable explanation of the continuing existence of life beyond Earth.
Wow.
Well, I think we got the use out of this. I mean, the goose one.
The goose one was pretty good. It will fly straight into a hole. That was probably the best part. Oh my gosh.
Well, there you go. That's all I got for today.
Oh, I want to find the Batman one now.
I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere if you want to find it.
Wait, is this it? No. Dang it.
Well, you're leaving us all on edge here.
I know, I thought I found it, but I didn't.
All right,
Dang
let's
it.
wrap it up. Let's go.
All right.
That's it for this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with more weird things.
We sure will. And
Don't go trying to fly upside down, and you'll find out the secret.
maybe we'll make this like a weekly thing. We put it into the generator. That's what we should do. That's what people can comment. Comment a sentence for us to put in that weird generator thing.
Yes,
and then we'll
please.
read it.
Yes, that would be fun.
And, yes. And I'll try to find that Batman one so I can
Pretty funny.
read it.
but-
It was. That was a fun addition to this, but you know.
All right.
So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
And we'll see you next week. Stay weird.
Yeah. Stay the weirdest.
Thanks.